Goodyear, St. Catharines. How are you?
That's where we're supposed to stand on that table.
We are missing the mark here.
Why am I on this side?
I don't know.
Come in close. Okay, that's good. Okay, no. Okay, come over here. Okay, what's the matter with you? Okay, let's do this.
I don't know where I'm going, but...
Close? All right, I apologize. Okay.
We are here with Joey, I.L.O, and we are so excited for your performance tonight. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing, especially, just being up here and it's cold, and that's why I move around a lot. I'm trying to stay warm,
And I heard you went to Winnipeg recently, so you experienced the brutal cold that Canada has to offer.
Yes, and there was a place, we wanted traditional Mexican food, and we found a place called Del Rio's, and under the sign, it said Mexican, Canadian, Mennonite food. I'm like, what is this?
We're multicultural here.
You vary.
You're clean comedy. Why did you decide to go down that route rather than take the other comedic route that most comedians usually take?
Well, I got kids now, and I have a family, and I want to leave a legacy just like my father did for me. My father used to tell me, you don't have to be filthy to be funny. You don't have to compromise who you are to get a laugh. You just be you. If any challenge that comes your way, just be who you are. It's funny nowadays, everybody's like, be you, man. Be you. Be yourself, bro. And then I'm like, okay. And they're like, don't be that self. That's too weird. Be another self I want you to be, but be yours.
So you guys are coming off an amazing comedy date night tour. How was it for you tonight?
It was fantastic. It was just a blast, a lot of fun. I think, what was his name?
Joey, I.L.O.
Yeah, I.L.O, yeah. He's just very funny, and I love his postures and the way he moves and the quirkiness about him. It's just really funny.
Did you ever at one point during the show look over at your dates and go, yep, they do that?
Absolutely, for sure. Especially the one, it wasn't J.Lo, but when he was making the comment about the belly button, I looked at my husband, I'm like, there's other people out there that do the same thing as you.
And why do you love it so much? Why do you love clean comedy?
It's just because it's clean, it's a fun night out, you know you're not going to get something that's unexpected, and you can have a lot of fun with your spouse by just hanging out and laughing, because that's really important.
Laughter is medicine, they say.
It's the best medicine. I think it actually does heal situations, yeah.
So this is the date night comedy tour. Have you geared a lot of your jokes towards couples, dating couples, maybe married people?
Well, tonight I got the privilege of running the game show. We're doing this Family Feud type of game show. So tonight we're going to be pitting couples against each other, and that in itself, there's going to be comedy coming from that. So I get an amazing opportunity tonight to just play with the crowd, which is another element of what I do. Almost nothing that I do tonight is going to be scripted. That's so freeing mentally.
You often have to find that your spouse loses. Oh, you also hit her in the nose with the mic. That was pretty impressive.
As a comedian, why did you decide to take the clean comedy route?
Well, I started comedy in the 11th grade. So my mother, raised us in the church, and if she would found out that I was doing something that wasn't, respectful for her.
God, be careful.
It would have been totally different. Like I could see some old lady telling my mother, you need to talk to that Mark Christopher. He's out there doing filth and foul language on stage, and that would have been in 11th grade. I was living in my mom's home, so her rules stuck. Mm-hmm. You don't have to be shocking in a vulgar way to be funny. So I like to write clean and work clean because it's more challenging, and I don't have to go for the easy laugh.
So when you suggested coming, was it you who suggested it, or was it your wives?
My wife's mother-in-law got the tickets, actually.
Oh, very nice.
And I was invited by friends, so I passed it along to my wife, and she was happy to come.
And why do you guys love clean comedy so much?
Because it doesn't need to be dirty, and it's just as funny.
And from the perspective of a pastor, because I know you said you were one, why is it important that people go engage with clean comedy instead of, other forms of it?
Yeah, there's a lot of competing entertainment out there today, and this is a nice, clean way to spend time with your spouse, but also with friends as well, and just enjoy that fellowship together.
It doesn't make me have that ooey feeling after hearing it, and you don't feel like you've been assaulted.
And have you guys ever been on a clean comedy date tour before?
No, this was our first. We'll come back.
And why would you come back?
Because it was just really fun.
And maybe bring your friends next time?
Absolutely.
Your comedy career better take off. And I was like, if I can just make it to St. Catharines.
So you have over 3,000 performances under your belt, so you've experienced so many different audiences. What's your favorite part about performing live?
Well, just hearing the laughter, you know, if you can make that many people happy and forget about their problems, I think that's the coolest thing in the world. So I love doing that. So when I was younger, I tried to do dirtier jokes and it just never really hit. And then I just, I don't know, I think, not to sound egotistical, I think it's harder to write cleaner. That's kind of just the route I went. It just seemed natural for me to write cleaner material. So.
And it's still hilarious.
Oh, well, thanks. Yeah, trying to.
So this is a date night tour, meaning that you are performing to people that are on a date, married. How's that like for you?
I love that because I'm married and I have 2 kids, so I know I don't get out very much for date nights. So if you can bring kind of humor and you know, a good night out for people that kind of need it, to me that's awesome. You know, so it's good to have give people a little bit of escape, you know, from their own lives and just laugh for a little bit. I think that's pretty neat. So.
You get so busy and you kind of, with life and everything, it's just really good to laugh. Yeah.
And what about you?
I was fantastic. Definitely connected with all of them up there. It was great. It was nice to not have a guilty conscience about laughing almost in a way. It was good.
What's so special for you about performing in front of live audiences?
Because they're live. You know, obviously, if they're a dead audience, then that really is not as a good show. But obviously, performing a live audience, just the energy of a crowd, just the moment. You're live in the moment, and you got a very authentic, raw response. Mm-hmm. Basically, my background, I grew up, you know, just obviously wanting to honor God in everything that I do, and so obviously going the dirty route just wasn't going to be conducive to a reflection of who I am as a person. And clean comedy to me is the hardest thing to do. You know, just because you got to have not only good content, but you also got to bring it in a way that's going to relate to the audience.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing that tonight. But before we let you leave,
yes,
I'm going to get you to beatbox for me, and I'm going to rap about you.
All right, you're going to rap about me?
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to beatbox?
For me, yeah.
Here we
All
go.
We're here with Paul May. He's going to make some jokes today. Are we ready for him to say all the things that you're waiting for?
Word.
Great.